Good morning, traders. Welcome to the Forex Showdown. We got your favorite guest, FxBigDog, join us. We're going to do some live trading using our Pip Hunter tool. So if you guys are brand new, stick around and see how we use this tool to implement live trades. So we'll start right after this. All right.
Good morning, traders. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? It's happy 4th for everyone yesterday. For those celebrating the 4th of July. Trust everyone had a fantastic time with the family and enjoyed the day off here in the mid part of the week or the latter part of the week, and looking forward to the weekend. So, traders, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some trade opportunities. As I look at the trades from last week, we are flat on all our positions. So we have gone ahead and closed out all our positions for the trades that we've gone ahead and placed in the last couple of weeks, and so we're ready to rock and roll and look for new trade opportunities this morning. So we've got 5 trades that we can go ahead and look at this morning. Is that right, Cameron?
Let's take a look.
All right, I'll tell you already. Yes, it is. Okay.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at 5 trades this morning, and we're going to go into some trading opportunities as we break down each currency pair. Traders, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channels, FxBigDog, as well as Traders Network Club, as we go ahead and send out some more content every single week. Also, you want to make sure that you click on the notification bell so that if we do send some more content down your way, you'll be notified. And if we go live in any sessions, you'll be notified as well. That's the best way to keep in contact with us. It's the best way to connect with us. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Make sure you also subscribe to the not subscribe, but go ahead and join our Telegram channel, both the FxBigDog Telegram channel as well as the Traders Network Club Telegram channel. That's where you can get some information as well, some free information, as we send that along the way. And traders, the Traders Network Club and the things we do here is all about helping traders. And so, if you want to go ahead and connect, remember, if you don't connect, you're going to be left behind. So make sure you guys connect. All right. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start off. I'd like to go ahead and kick off with the US dollar CAD. So, Cameron, I'm going to go ahead and take over the reins here this morning as we dive into US dollar CAD first. And the reason why I'm going into US dollar CAD, I think it's pretty interesting the way it's set up currently right now. And so because of the way it's set up, it creates opportunity. And so here's the opportunity we're seeing right here. And let's go ahead and move that out the way. All right, so let's go ahead and move Cameron out the way there. And we can see a little bit more of what's going on here on the chart. So this chart is showing you the weekly time frame of the US dollar CAD, and so there's obviously a lot of questions here about where's the US dollar CAD going. We had this little spike up here this week, and then the markets dropped back down, and now it's come back up here. So you can see that if you look at the bodies, there's not a lot of movement in the bodies going back and forth. But the one thing we can say is that we mentioned that as price goes ahead and fails to break above the previous high, price is going to come back to retest the previous low. Now, we did come back to the low. If you take a look at the low right here, the low is sitting at 136.01. All right. And if you take a look at this low right here, that low is at 136.01. So we've come back and we've tested the low. And so what we want to do is we want to see price actually trade below that low. We want to see a little bit of what we call price manipulation through there. And and when we do, price is going to come back down to the south side liquidity down here at 35.87. All right. So 35.87 is where we sit, but this is not where we're anticipating price to hold, right? We do anticipate price to move down even further down south to go to this weekly range right here, which is down here at 35.47, and then deeper moves down south. We're looking for price to go much further down south as it chases after the range down here This is the range low at around about 132, 132.20. All right. Now, as we go ahead and break this down, as I look for a trade opportunity this morning, what I want to do is I want to go down to the daily time frame first, and I want to look at this daily time frame. And I noticed that we had a nice little bearish close on this candle. We had another close over here in yesterday's trading. And today's trading is important, right? Not only do I want to see price closing below the weekly range. So if you look at the weekly range, I want price to close in today's trading. I'd like to see price close down below 136.27. So I'm definitely looking for price to close down below there in this at the close of this week. So if that's the case, if I'm expecting price to close down below that low, then that means that this pushback that we're seeing right now might just be a corrective move before the market moves back down south. So let's go back to the daily. So here's the daily. Now the daily's come back here and has gone back and retested this area right about there. Okay, see those blocks there? There is an order block sitting over here, and we can see our price is coming back to retest that area right there. Now, if the market's going to trade back above that, then maybe you go into a deeper retracement. But what I'll be expecting in this daily candle right here is price to actually close below the 36.37 level. So again, if we get price closing down below 36.27 and 36.36, then that is confirming that we're actually still inside a bearish bias based on this daily. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see that there's definitely a liquidity draw towards a short-term target, and that will be around about that 36.27 level. Currently right now, price is trading up a little slightly above that. We've got about 23 pips above that, maybe 24 pips above that. So which means I'm going to go down to my lower time frame right here. I'm going to go down to the 1 hour. And in the 1 hour, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to go, hey, if you take a look over here, we see how price actually created this wave structure. Here we have a little inside wave structure right here. We got wave 1, 2, 3, and then we have an extended wave 1, 2, 3. So let me go ahead and put some fibs on this. So we got a 1, 2, 3 down here. We got this one coming out is an inside structure. It never got down to the 1.27 right here, and it's gone ahead and taken out the previous high. We're now at resistance or climbing close to resistance there. And so we look at this and go, okay, what forced the market to go back up here? Well, let's go back to our news announcements this morning. And let's take a look at the news out this morning. So out this morning, we had some jobs that came out, which is non-farm payroll. We see non-farm employment change came out at 206K. That means, traders, this is a problem. All right. If you haven't realized already, all right, the Saudis have gone ahead and banned U.S. oil, or at least banned the U.S. for buying U.S. oil. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The Saudis have banned the U.S. from purchasing OPEC plus oil. And that's a problem because now we've got to look for oil at some other countries, or we've got to search for other countries to provide us with oil. But it creates a problem. It creates a problem with the price of oil for us. And so price of oil, we're expecting price of oil to start going up. What happens when prices of oil go up? Everything else goes up. Inflation goes up. Services and goods start going up. We start seeing inflation going up. We start seeing jobs being lost. All right. So this right here might not be what we should be looking at because this might be an inflated number, which means if you look at the revised numbers, and I've said this before, somebody's fired, right? Look at the revised numbers, 292,000. Wow, that's fantastic. But what? The revised numbers down to 218. So it was fake numbers that came out last month. So the numbers to today, I don't even know if I can trust this number. And so when I look at this right here, again, I believe jobs should be going down, not going up. So I'm going to play that sort of game. So when I look at the market's movement this morning, I look at this and I go, this is not really a push. This is just a fake bump, all right, or fake pump. Sorry, a fake pump in the market. And so I'm going to say that correction is always due. And I'd like to have got it up a little bit higher. I thought price was going to come up to around about 57. It never did. But I'm going to say that it is a better sell right now than it is a buy. So I'm going to go ahead and take on that ride. And we should be able to see if price comes back down here. We should be seeing price to test that 36.01 level again and possibly even breaking through that. So which means my daily setup, my daily candle, my weekly candle is going to look a little different. So Cameron, let's go ahead and fire a trade right here on US dollar CAD. I'm going to continue to sell US dollar CAD and consider that this move that we're seeing right now is just pure fake, and that we're not going to see the market move up further today. We're going to see some price coming back down, and that should be able to give us our order on, our close on that order. There it is. Okay, so we got in at 36.44. All right. Again, if you follow our Telegram channel, you will find in the Telegram channel these trade ideas. So all these trade ideas that we talk about right now are coming through the Telegram channel. All right, traders. Well, there we go. We've got the trade in. We're currently selling on US dollar CAD. I'm going to pass it on to Cameron. Cameron's going to go ahead and take a look at the next setup.
Okay, let's take a look at the Euro US dollar. So looking at the Euro US dollar, as we can see here, London highs and lows have been swept. And as you can see, we have both candle wicks from the lows and the highs here due to the news this morning. So let's go to the 4-hour. And as we can see here on the Euro US dollar, I do like the idea of being bearish on the US dollar CAD because I'm pretty bearish as well. And looking at the Euro US dollar, we're starting to have some retracement here on the 4-hour. So going back to the 1-hour here, what I'll be looking for during this retracement is price to come back to equilibrium. So this low that's in a buy side imbalance would be a key area that price would want to sweep to the downside here as we're rebalancing this price leg. Price is not in an area that I would want to buy now. I'd like to see price continue lower to buy, as this would be my draw of liquidity. So going back to the higher time frame, as you can see here, this would be my buy side of the curve. This is a market maker buy model. And we're targeting the draw of liquidity would be this high, which is in an area of a sell side imbalance. There is meaning that there's insufficiency in this area to this imbalance candle. So price would continue to move higher into this insufficiency, hunting some sort of draw of liquidity, which would be this external high right here. And that's where I expect price to go to. So I'm bullish on the Euro US dollar, but I can anticipate retracement to rebalance this price leg and coming back to equilibrium and sweeping some sort of low that's in a buy side insufficiency, which would be this low. So how much room do we got to the downside here? We got about 38 pips to the downside. This could be a short-term sell. I could play devil's advocate here to big dogs sell on the US dollar CAD and hedge with this Euro US dollar trade. And I could definitely go with a sell here, but I am pretty bullish here. We are in a buy model here, market maker buy model. So my intention is to go in the market looking for buy opportunities. And actually, look at this. We do have a buy side imbalance right here as well. So there is a buy side imbalance that price could be trading into right now, but I still expect price to break through this and continue to move lower. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, there's a short-term sell opportunity here, but because I looking at the bigger model here and I'm bullish, I'm going to go ahead and buy on the Euro US dollar. I wanted to play devil's advocate here, but I think I'm going to stick with the buy because I always look for buy opportunities when I see a market maker model like this, right? So, yeah, there's opportunities that price might want to come to equilibrium, or price might want to just reject off this buy side imbalance and continue to sweep, which is our draw of liquidity. This is our draw of liquidity, and that's what we're going to target, right? Before we see any move to maybe equilibrium. So, I'm going to continue to stay bullish here on the Euro US dollar until this high is swept, until we are in this area of this sell side imbalance. So I'm going with a buyer on the Euro US dollar.
Alrighty. Okay. All right, so good. Let's go ahead and move on to the next currency pair this morning. And the next currency pair is going to be, I'm going to take a look at the CAD Swiss. I know a lot of people are keeping their eyes on the CAD Swiss right here. And when you look at the CAD Swiss right here, you can see that we've got price coming all the way back here. This is where we said that price can come back to test. We can see that we also mentioned there's going to be a lot of resistance up at that point, and this weekly is showing exactly that. Now, when price went up to around about 66.30, what was it, 31, we got really excited about that. I mean, that was a pretty powerful move, but we'd had to have the price to close above there in order for us to feel more comfortable, right? Now, we always knew that there's going to be some sort of correction move in the CAD Swiss, and this is probably going to be. Now, I don't know if the CAD Swiss is going to stay down here for the rest of the day. I think it's also based on what's happened today. I don't think we're going to see it continue to stay here. I think we're going to get a bounce back up. What I'd like to see is, number one, price just needs to close above 65.75 to make me feel like, okay, we're still bullish, and we still have weekly bullish bias. But I'd like to see it close back above this area right here, which is at 66.07. Now, we're not too far away. We're 65.93. No, sorry, 65.83. So the number's wrong. So 65.83 is where price is trading right now. So we're not too far away. All right. Now, with that being said, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I notice that, all right, this is my weekly range. Let me go to my daily range and take a look at the daily range. It's going to look something like we saw on the US dollar. Yep, in fact, it's been like this the whole week. Here is the range on the daily range on the daily right here. And it looks like we're going to come back to retest the weekly top right here. And, or at least we have, which means that this might be the end of the downward correction move, at least in the short term. And we should see price starting to work its way back up again, north. Now, that's, of course, if it stays above that 65.75 level that we spoke about, that we want to see price stay above, right? Now, we're going to move down to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour. Here's the 1 hour. Okay, I see a market structure shift right here, which is not cool. But there is the market structure shift, which means we are shifting down towards this low right here. But hopefully in this weekly range here can stall and hold us up. If I look at the wave structure going down, I see that we are in a wave 3 target here, which means we're expecting price to bounce back up. And if it does bounce back up, we can see price trading back up to around about this area. Now, that's about 15 pips, not our 20 pips that we're looking for. But even if price drops back down here, we'll pick up another entry point a little lower. So, because we're at a 1.618 and because we're trading inside structure and because I see the bias still being bullish, we haven't had a confirmation of a downside bearish move yet in biases. So, because we're still bullish in the bias in the weekly and in the daily, believe it or not, then I'm going to consider taking on a buy on the CAD Swiss. I don't see a lot of room to the downside here, so I'm going to go ahead and take on a buy, and we should be able to go back up to around about 61.02, which is our target if we buy at 82 right here. I think with spread, we might get in at 83, 84. So let's go ahead and put it in. Cameron got in at 65.85. There it is. It's actually been posted. So we got 65.85 is our entry point. If price comes back to test this area right here at 65.64, we might get a push below that. We'll go ahead and enter on that as well. In fact, on this camera, I want you to go ahead and change the distance between each entry point on this particular pair to 20 pips instead of 25 pips. Because the price we got in, we got about a 20 pip drop right here before we see price turn around and heading back up north. So I'll go for a 20 pip grab on each entry rather than a 20. All right, good. We're settling on that. So traders, overall, just to give everyone sort of an idea of what I'm looking at right here, overall, I'm still expecting price to continue its move all the way up here to around about 78 and change. But we have to get above this area right here at 6,800. All right. So 6,800 is actually my short-term target. I still expect price. That is what we call our liquidity draw. I'm expecting price to come back to retest that area around about 68.20 and change. And so I'm going to continue to look for these inside structures right here to continue to show bullish momentum. And therefore, we need to get back above that 6607 level and stay above there in order for us to even get to that target. So those are the things I'll be looking for. And today, being end of the week, I'd like to see this weekly candles remain above 60, 65, 75. But if we want to get a little bit of a bonus close, I'd like to see price above 6607 to confirm that we're certainly moving to that next milestone at 6720. All right. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and move it over to Cameron again.
All right. I'll take a look at the Aussie Cat. Aussie Cat's a pretty easy setup here, nothing too fancy. Looking here at the daily, you can see we've been accumulating. We've now swept this external range of liquidity, this buy side, and we've just been accumulating. So when we're in this accumulation range right now, I'm just going to be looking for eternal setups, right? So going to the 4-hour, we swept this internal high here, and you can see price showing some rejection here. So this is a nice sweep of buy side, and we should be looking for some sort of reversal for price to go ahead and sweep some sort of internal lows. Okay, and as you can see, we've generated a lot of sell side liquidity here. Okay, and price is going to look to sweep some sort of internal sell side liquidity. So this is a pretty easy setup here. Just going to look in the 15-minute time frame to see if we're disrespecting any bullish imbalances. As you can see here as well, prices trade below that. It's coming back up to rebalance this bearish candle that's in balance. We had the news this morning, a lot of insufficiency down below. I'll be definitely looking for that 830 low of that open of the New York session to be a target for today. Price wants to sweep to that internal liquidity, right? So I'm pretty bearish here on the AUDCAD, just looking for the internal setups. Now that we swept internal highs, I'm looking for the internal lows to be our draw of liquidity. So I'm selling here on the AUDCAD.
All right, well, so while Cameron puts that in, we've got one more pair left, and that is the New Zealand CAD right here. So let me go ahead and dive into the New Zealand CAD. And let's go ahead and take a look at a New Zealand CAD setup and what the New Zealand CAD is doing right about now. Let's take a look right here. We've got New Zealand CAD, New Zealand CAD. All right, here we go. So weekly range, we're still holding the weekly range. We failed to break below the lows down here. We're moving up to the top of the weekly range, which is up here at the top. Question is, can it do that? Let's go to the daily range. Take a look at the daily range. Here we go. All right, so the daily range looks like we did break out. And we broke out of that daily range here. We actually got a change of daily range here. Looks like there it is there. And if I actually look over here, I see a bit of accumulation, manipulation right here, and then distribution all the way up here to the top, taking out the daily range high, but still on its way to the top right here. So let's see here. We've got price that can move up to retest this area. That area is also close to the weekly top of the range. We did pop through that low right there. Let me see here. It looks like. So overall, I'm still looking at the New Zealand CAD to be bearish down towards this area right here. Now, obviously, traders, that would mean a stronger Canadian dollar and weaker New Zealand, but more importantly, more strong on the Canadian dollar itself. That means US oil. We just spoke about US oil. US oil should be expecting some rally in US oil. US oil is currently trading at, let's see the price here, at 83.87. Do you expect oil price to go to 87, $88 a barrel? So that's still some upside potential on that. And so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really more bearish on the New Zealand CAD, but also see that we got this slight little sort of little push that we can still consider here. Let me go ahead and take a look at the lower time frame on this. Oh, look at those candle wicks there. So although we've broken through that range, this might be that manipulation right here, and then price is going to come back down inside here. Let's see here. So if I look at the structure, this wave structure we have right here looks like we're an internal structure. There's definitely resistance here. Let me see over here. Sweep the highs right here. A lot of liquidity grab right there. Yeah, traders, I think we're going to head south back down to this level. It's about oh, that's only 14 pips. Are you kidding me? See what this 15. Let me see if I got a reversal here. It's on a 5-minute time frame. Just looking for a reversal play. Nope. Going down all the way down to the 1 hour. Sorry, those the 1 minute. 1 minute right here. There we swept the. Oh, there's some order blocks sitting over here. There's not a lot of potential to the downside though. That's my thing right here. There's not a lot of potential to the downside. Well, it's going up a little higher. Let's see if I can get in. You see, this is the range, the daily range right here. And that's got 8 pips. If it breaks through that, then we got a clean run down towards the lows at 83.05. Let me see here. This is really interesting here. And then we still got to move up here to the top. Let's see how much we got going long here. 34 pips going long. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I do see that there's this potential to move back up here again, but I do want to hang on to some sells because if we do get back into this daily range, we could go back down to the bottom right here. And so I see a little bit of liquidity grabs right here, which means bull score a point, pull back, and I'm expecting some downside movement. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and sell New Zealand CAD right here. Sell New Zealand CAD, and again, if the market is going to hold on those daily, this is a low right here that I'm expecting price to also stall at this point here at 35. So I'm going to go ahead and bank on the market dipping back down south, and the long-term downward move is down towards this area. So we got in at 83.52. So 83.52 is our entry point. And that's a little bit of slippage because that's right. Yeah, perfect. So all right, let's see how that plays out, traders. So 83.52 is the entry point. And let's see how this all plays out for the rest of the week. Now, trader, or not the week, but for next week. Let's just take a look at next week's calendar quickly as we close off. And for those that, by the way, FYI, just everyone knows that we have a sponsor, all right? We have a sponsor that sponsors our videos. We want to go ahead and show appreciation to our sponsor. So go ahead and roll it, Cameron. Alrighty, guys. If you don't have it broken, make sure you go ahead and check out ACAP. ACAP is our official sponsor of our videos, and we do appreciate them. And thank you very much for their sponsorship. Also, make sure, traders, that if you do open up a trading account with ACAP, we are offering some free opportunities for you to get involved in some trading with our products. So make sure you check out TradersNetworkClub, see what there is that is available. We have some great products that are offering some great returns for a lot of students. So we want to make sure that we help you get a good start to your trading career. And therefore, we want to make sure that you check out what we have. We've got our track record that is, and just FYI, I want to go ahead and show you something right here that I think is pretty interesting. Let me see if I can actually pull it up here. Maybe I'll have to grab something here. I think I got it over here. Hold on. Here it is. All right. Just as you guys, maybe you guys don't know, maybe you do know. All right. But every Friday, we do the showdown and we place trades here inside the trading room. And if you take a look over here, let me just refresh this. All right. This is updated an hour ago. But if you take a look over here, all right, this is our monthly return. Just for those traders that just watch us here in this live session. If you follow us just in these trades alone, we have, between Cameron and I, we have gone ahead and had a consistent run. And by the way, traders, this is a live account, not a demo account. These are live trades been taking place. But since February, we started tracking the showdown, and we've been tracking our results in that. And you can see right here, 2.5%, 4%, 3.95%, 3.63%, 3.45%, and 3.25%. So anywhere between 3 and 4% per month is what we've been doing. And I want to just say this, all right? This is trading only once a week on a Friday. So placing trades once a week on a Friday, we were able to make between 3 to 4% per month. So if you're coming into these shows and you guys are enjoying the content, the information that we're sharing inside these shows, and you guys are having a blast, but at the same time making some money for those that are following these trades, want to go ahead and give us a shout out by just smashing the like button. Go ahead and smash that like button and let us know that what we're doing here in this session, all right, is helping you profit, all right, helping you become successful in your own trading. And if you're becoming successful in your own traders, then this is actually something worth letting everyone know about. So go ahead and not only go ahead and smash the like button, but do us a favor and send us a comment through our YouTube channel. Go to our social media pages. Go ahead and post something there. Let us know how you're doing and how you're enjoying these sessions, because it's that information that we look at that makes us and keeps us going forward, moving forward, to know that we are making a difference to everyone's life when it comes to trading, because that's what it's down. That's what we're here for. All right, traders. Also, make sure you check out the VIP trading rooms. All right, VIP trading rooms. Cameron's doing a fantastic job with these community of traders. They're having a lot of fun, but at the same time, they're making some good money. And we've introduced some great strategies that are now helping traders to be able to diverse into different types of strategies in this market. So with that being said, traders, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. This is FxBigDog and Cameron saying cheerio.